Diagram label completion questions are tricky if you don't know how to approach them. And this is a problem because these questions come up frequently in IELTS reading. If you want to learn how to find the correct answers fast and score high on IELTS reading, this video is for you. We solve diagram label completion questions together, step by step, and I show you how to figure out the correct answers. By the way, guys, if you are going to take your IELTS soon, check out my IELTS materials. There, I teach you everything you need to score high. I show you step by step how to give high scoring answers. And of course, we do many practice tests together, so you will feel confident for your test. You can find the link to the IELTS materials in the description box. And now, let's get started. Here you can see the passage and here are the questions. Let's first have a look at the instructions. The instructions say, label the diagram below. Choose no more than 3 words from the passage for each answer. Write your answers in boxes 1 to 5 on your answer sheet. Guys, this is crucial. Here it says no more than 3 words. You must absolutely pay attention to the instructions. If you write more than 3 words, the answer is wrong, even if you found the correct answer in the passage. So make sure you consider the instructions. Now let's have a look at the title of the diagram to get an idea what this is about. Here it says life cycle of a single cell thunderstorm. As you can see, we haven't had a single look at the passage yet. And this is also not necessary, because if you start by reading the passage first and then go to the questions, it's very likely that you have already forgotten what was stated in the passage. So this is a huge waste of time. Instead, we go directly to the first question, figure out what we need to look for in the passage, and then we go to the passage and scan the passage to find the relevant information fast. Let's start with question number 1. Here it says stage of cloud, and you can see the 1 here. So this is what we need to label. Let's have a look at the passage. We are looking for a stage of cloud. Let's start reading from here. There are many types of storms in the world, but one common type that creates a lot of rain is called a single-cell thunderstorm. It begins when warm, moist air rises into the air. The first structure to form is called a cumulus cloud, which is when drops of water form and condense. Let's again have a look at our diagram. We have to label a stage of cloud, and this is obviously the first stage of cloud, because here you can see many clouds and this is the first one. So this is the first one. Here's a developing cloud, a mature storm, and a dissipating cloud, and we are right here. So this is what we are looking for. And what does the passage say? The passage says the first structure to form is called a cumulus cloud, which is when drops of water form and condense. Let's read the sentence after that to see whether this sentence says anything about the developing cloud here. If you are unsure whether this is the correct answer, you can always go 1 or 2 sentences ahead, read them, and check whether you have picked the correct answer. Now, let's read from here. The air gets colder, and as more water enters the developing cloud, it gets larger. So here you can see that the passage is already talking about the developing cloud. So guys, we are already here. So this means that number 1 must be the cumulus cloud. And that's what we are going to enter now. Attention! Cumulus cloud is a difficult word because it has lots of O's and U's, so make sure that you write it correctly. So it's written like this, okay? Cumulus cloud. So I'm going to write this down here. Now, let's move on to question number 2. Here it says form of water. Let's have a look at the passage to see whether it says anything about a form of water here. Let's continue reading from here where it says the warm air. The The warm air moves up while cold air moves down, forming complex shapes. This is what we can see here, right? So this is obviously warm air, and this is cold air that moves down. Let's continue reading. Above the freezing point, the droplets turn into snow. And if you have a look at the next sentence, it says in the mature thunderstorm cloud. So here they are already talking about mature storm here. So we are already in the next stage. And that's not what we are interested in. And that's why we now know that those two sentences before the mature thunderstorm cloud are the sentences that interest us. So let's again have a look at these two sentences. It says the warm air moves up while cold air moves down, forming complex shapes. There is nothing about a form of water in there, right? So it must be in the next sentence. And this sentence says above the freezing point, the droplets turn into snow. Guys, snow is interesting because snow is a form of water, right? And here we are above the freezing point. As you can see, down here it says rain. And you can also see a line here. So this is very likely the freezing point. And above the freezing point, the droplets turn into snow. And snow is a form of water. So that's what question 2 is about. That's the correct answer. So we are going to write down snow here. Snow. By the way, guys, if this video is helpful to you, hit the like button. Also, comment down below whether you want more IELTS reading practice tests. Write yes if you want more. If you want something else, tell me in the comments so I know what you would like to see on this channel. Now, let's continue solving this test. Let's go on with question number 3. Here it says forms at the top of the cloud. And this is where we have to put the label 3. Okay, let's have a look at the passage. Let's read from here. In the mature thunderstorm cloud, there are many currents of wind rising and falling. This is what we can see here. So here you can see currents of wind rising and falling. Now, let's continue reading. Above the snow, there is a layer of ice, which sometimes drops to the ground as hail. However, droplets below the freezing point fall as rain. So we are not interested anymore in that sentence because the freezing point, as we have figured out before, is this line here. And number 3 is above this line. So we're interested in this sentence only. Let's again have a close look at the sentence. It says, above the snow. We are only interested in those two sentences here, where it says, in the mature thunderstorm cloud until hail. So let's again have a look at this sentence. Above the snow, there is a layer of ice, which sometimes drops to the ground as hail. We figured out that number 2 needs to be labeled snow. So here we are obviously higher than snow, right? And the passage says that above the snow, there is a layer of ice. And here it says, forms at the top of the cloud. So what can be the only reasonable answer? It's ice. Because this is what is above the snow and forms at the top of the cloud. So I'm going to write down ice here. Let's go on with question number 4. Here it says air currents move downward. Where can we see 4? It's here. Air currents move downward. Let's have a closer look at what the passage says about the dissipating cloud. Now, where does it talk about that? Here, I can see the word dissipate here. So let's read from here. Most single-cell thunderstorms dissipate or break apart after about an hour. The air is cold enough that it sinks back downwards and the droplets drift apart. Guys, here it says, the air is cold enough that it sinks back downwards. So obviously, the arrows pointing downwards stand for cold air, right? Now, but it doesn't say cold air here. It only says the air is cold enough. But we are only allowed to write down no more than 3 words. So what are we gonna do? Maybe you remember that we read something about cold air earlier in the passage. Here it is. Let's have a closer look at this sentence again, starting from here. The warm air moves up, while cold air moves down, forming complex shapes. This sentence was talking about the developing cloud. Here, the arrows pointing upwards stand for warm air moving up, while the arrows pointing downwards stand for cold air moving down. And here we have the words cold air. So they're basically just paraphrased here where it says the air is cold enough that it sinks back downwards. So we can use cold air. This is the correct answer. So I'm going to write down cold air. Finally, let's check out question number 5. Here it says temperature line. Now this is an easy one, right? Because basically we have already figured this out before. 5 is here. And earlier we figured out that this line here, to which 5 obviously refers, is the freezing point. Let's again have a look at the passage. Where did it say freezing point? Here. It says above the freezing point, the droplets turn into snow. 5 refers to this line, and this is correctly labeled freezing point. Amazing! We have completed these diagram label completion questions. Awesome! Great job! So let's summarize the most important points regarding diagram label completion questions. What do you do if you get such a question in your IELTS reading test? The first thing you do is read the instructions. That's super important because the instructions tell you how many words and or numbers you are allowed to enter. Make sure that you pay attention to the instructions because otherwise you will lose points. Then have a look at the diagram and read the title to get an idea what the diagram is about. After that, go directly to the first question. Have a look at it and only then have a look at the passage and scan for the relevant information. Then read that part of the passage more carefully and figure out the correct answer. This is how diagram label completion questions work. I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified when the next video comes out. Also, share this video with your friends so they can improve their IELTS reading score too. See you in the next video!